beautiful morning here. I thought I'd make a quick video. So our egg sales are growing really well. People just can't believe the quality of the eggs, and it's all about how we manage them. The simplest way to explain it here is we sit down and we say, right, if I was a chicken, how would I like to live? What's the natural instincts of a chicken and their natural behavioural patterns? And so we sat down, we figured all that out, and we've made our system adapt to that. Conventionally, farmers sit down and say, how can I make this as easy as possible for me? Well, we turn that on its head here at the Heather Hill farm, and we say, how can we really work with the natural instincts of animals? So you can see in the background, that's basically, we call it their egg mobile, and that's their massive chicken coop, which completely is mobile, moves every second day. So we've got 2 of them on the farm. There's another one, you can just see it right there. So every day one of them moves. So we moved this one this morning, the other one will move tomorrow morning, and then this one will move again. And what that does is it means we're moving on to fresh grass every day, or every second day in the case. And that there means that means the grass also gets rested, because when we move off the grass, it won't get grazed again for another 30 days. So we're building soil and we're keeping chickens happy. We'll take a quick look at their egg mobile and show you how that works. This is the egg mobile. As you can see, this is the door the chickens go in and out, and we close that every night. So that's prevents the fox getting them. So I come along just after dusk. All the chickens automatically put themselves in at night. They want to go in there and roost, so they come along, they go inside. You can see one's after going in there, and I come along and close that door so the fox won't get them. Quite difficult to see, but this is our nest boxes, and they all go in there and lay. Quite noisy and difficult to see now. I'll make a video in the evening, maybe it's better, but they're just a astroturf floor, and this is sloped so the eggs roll away. You can see this hen's up in the roost, and we've got a mesh floor which lets the poop go through it. We come in with a hose maybe every couple of weeks and hose it down, but it's pretty good. These chickens make a lot of poop, but it goes out onto the grass, doesn't it? To collect our eggs, we use these plastic crates. These are just great. They're tough and sturdy, so they keep the eggs safe. These trays can stack. You stack these trays on top of one another, you turn them around, and the really good stuff about this is it's all plastic, so it's really easy to clean, and it's durable. And you can see we're meticulous about taking notes, so we record all the data. So each egg mobile has its own crates, and these are crates that are for field use, so they never leave the farm. We've got similar crates then that we use to deliver our eggs in as well, and then these crates can stack up as well. So they're a great system, and that really reduces any breakages or cracked eggs or any mishandling eggs, and it's lovely and clean as well. So these work well for us. Oh, it's quite busy and noisy in here, but to close the nest boxes, they close automatically, and we just shuffle any of the hens in out of the way, and get yourself in there. You can see the nest box is all open, and this is our eggs. And you can see this egg here has just been laid, and there's a film just drying off it. If we just focus on it, watch it dry off. And that invisible film protects the egg from bacteria getting in. You can just see it there drying. It's so cool. And that protects the egg and what stops it, and that's what gives our eggs a shelf life. So I got a motor through here now. I normally work with 2 hands and collect all the eggs. So I'm going to do this quickly. So as you can see, the birds are in there. They lay on the mat, the eggs roll down here, and I collect the eggs. And then I simply, to close or to open the nest boxes, I just hit the button and they can all come and go. They were a little bit upset there because I had the boxes closed. These girls want to get into lay. And this is today's haul, so I got to get these out and into the egg packery. We manage the farm with holistic grass management, and what that is basically everything on the farm is working around the grass. Now these birds have been on this is their 2nd day, and they'll get moved tomorrow morning, but they have impacted this quite severely. Well, not severely, that's probably too strong a word, but you can see how they've put all the grass down. Around the feeding troughs they'll have bare ground. So tomorrow we'll move on. So we're on down to a 30-day rotation here now. The growth is really kicking in. Now you can see over here in this part of the paddock, the birds really haven't impacted it as much yet, because that's just the feeders are on that side. It's closer to the farmyard where I'm messing about, and they're coming over to hang out to look at me. But there's still plenty of grass here for them. At the moment I'm managing my grass with my chickens. I don't have herbivores in the farm yet. I typically get sheep. Now here in Ireland the sheep market is it's not economical at all to keep sheep. So typically what I do is I get lambs in, so just when they're weaned. So around the end of May going into June, farmers will have weaned lambs for sale, so small lambs, and I buy them in and then I use them to eat my grass all summer. And it's a funny one for me, because by far the best product I produce in the farm here is grass-fed lamb. It is to die for. In my opinion anyway, it's by far the best product I produce. But just I've looked at it, and for me to make a living off sheep, I would need to be keeping 200 plus ewes, which would be producing 400 lambs, and I'd be selling them direct to customers, and I need massive acreage for that. And it's just the way it is. It's not economical, or it could be done, and I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's a big challenge. If I had that much land, I can definitely think of other ways of utilising it. So I just use sheep at the moment for lawn mowing purposes to really kickstart the soil life, and at the end of the summer we get some beautiful grass-fed lamb. So in the next couple of weeks we'll be getting them on the farm, and they will be working in front of the chickens. They'll be on a planned grazing as well, moved daily, and they will take the grass down. The grass is a little bit high, some of it's gone to seed, so it's come out of that vegetative state, but that's fine. There's plenty of growing season yet to come. I'm just here looking at, this is a pear tree, and I got some questions on some of my videos, some comments about our tree lanes, to talk about them a little. So on the farm here I've put in tree lanes. So effectively what a tree lane is it's a line of trees, multiple lines through the field, and I've planted them on a keyline pattern. What that means is I've looked at the topographic, the whole, what the terrain looks like around the farm and what's best to move water, and they're almost straight lines. They're S-shaped lines through the farm. You can kind of see here they run along here, and if you look at aerial videos of the farm you'll see them. But I've planted in these trees, so we've got pear, plum, apple, we've got cooking apples, eating apples, cider making apples, and my plan is to come along and plant berry bushes and lines as well, because we're on a southwest northeast lines. I should be able to plant berry bushes on both sides. So you can see, so there's a line of trees, quite difficult to see here, but there's a line runs along here, and then the next one is running here, and there's 14 meters between the center of the lines. What that allows me is it allows me to work my chicken tractors, which are 3 meters. I want to put 3 of them in the lane. So there's only 1 there now, but I'll have 4 wide, what am I thinking? I was originally going to do 3, but then I said 9 meters is too tight. So I've allowed for 4 chicken tractors, which is 12 meters, and then I've allowed 2 meters for the lane as well, because I want to put my berry bushes in there. So there's 14 meters between this tree and this tree here. And that means I can move through with 4 chicken tractors wide. You can see behind me the egg mobile if I move into the next tree lane. So the egg mobile is moving between these these trees here and these trees here, and our sheep moving that pattern as well. For spacings between the trees, so in the lane from this tree to this tree I went for 8 meters. Now these all these trees are on semi-vigorous rootstock, so I'm anticipating the maximum the crown of the tree is going to get is going to be into a 4 meter sphere, so that's 2 meters every side. So in theory I can put another tree in the center here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I don't know, will I plant more fruit trees in between them? I purposely left this gap because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I thought about will I put fruit trees in there? Maybe I'll plant some nut trees in there, I'm not sure. I left it there so I have this option. We only moved onto the farm in September, so I had to design this farm pretty fast, and I had to order trees, so this is the setup I went with, and I kind of left that gap there thinking, okay, next summer when I've got more time I can sit down, I can really figure out what I want to put in there. If I didn't want to, I could leave it maybe just on 8-metre spacings, there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of light will get into the pasture, it's not too intensive, so I'm going to sit down, have a look at my context, figure out what I think is best to do, and then I can plan that. And if I want to put in more trees, then I'll order them now, have them come in the autumn and get them planted in, or even wait till next spring. But yeah, the tree lanes are a great job, and with this, and these trees will start to fruit in probably the next 4 years. We'll be able to take, how cool is this? So we'll have pears growing up here, we'll have berry bushes growing here, we'll have lamb eating this grass here, we'll have chickens producing egg here, and that's our meat chickens there, all on the one piece of ground. That's efficient farming.